Hello and welcome to Herman Manyora's channel. This fine week I'm joined by the one and only Herman Manyora for today's political conversation, taking a look at the state of politics as it is in the country. But let me ask you, sir, how are you doing today?
Great.
Great. Not good, but great.
Great.
Let me start today's conversation with the video you did on Saturday, Baba, while you were away. You spoke about Baba not letting the country going to demagogues. I found it quite interesting. What did you mean by the demagogues that people should not elect come 2022?
Demagogues are people who have the power of the gap. You know, they can speak powerfully. And they capitalize on situations. And when people are desperate, for example, they come with very nice words, and they say things that resonate with the people who are suffering, and they follow them. So a demagogue is a person you have to be careful of.
People that other people can easily believe, that's what you mean?
Yeah, many, not some people. Many people believe that because of the situation, which is dire and desperate.
How can people then know this person is a demagogue and this person is not a liar, because everyone seems to be appealing to their crowds?
You know, that's why society has different layers of people. That's why it's important for leaders in various sectors of society to be able to help those less fortunate to understand that, look here, you are suffering. But if you go in the direction somebody is leading you, you'll get into bigger problems.
Bigger problems, you say. Okay, if you're joining us for the first time, this is Herman Manyora's channel. We are going ahead into getting subscribers on a daily basis. If you haven't subscribed, not so many people are watching and they haven't subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Last week we spoke about One Kenya Alliance. I told you that Ford Kenya is going to bring out a Ford presidential candidate. Moses Wetangula is now out. They did a very good delegates conference in Bomas of Kenya. Is this also for play, like we talked last week?
It's just a joke.
For the Oka leaders?
Moses Masika Wetangula. In fact, the tribunal handling their case, because there are two factions. The Wetangula versus the Wamunyinyi faction, or a Seli faction. And they were told, please don't hold this rally. And they went ahead. So really they are shooting themselves in the foot. Is
Moses Wetangula someone that can become president?
Anybody can be president.
Deputy president, leave alone the president.
No, he can be president, yes. But he doesn't stand a chance.
Against Raila?
Against Ruto. Right? You know, this is the reality on the ground. Yeah.
Okay, Baba is back in the country. He did his campaigns in Nyandarua. Something stood out. He spoke about Kenyans not voting for someone whose agenda is just about wheelbarrows. Would you say Ruto's agenda is about wheelbarrows as of now, even though he's promising more than 100 billion to the youth that are not employed?
I've said repeatedly, Ruto has no agenda. When you talk of 100 billion, even before I question where you'll get that 100 billion, because you throw 100 here, you throw 50 there, even before you question, because you could get that money, if the money is there. But I will first of all ask you, do you know how much money has been taken down there? And I've said this thing until I don't want to repeat.
Trickling down.
Money has been pumped down there. Even now, look at devolved funds. People only know of CDF. There's youth fund. There's women fund. There is money for all manner of activities and things. There's so much money down there. Do you know, for example, there is huge money in the industrialization ministry, which young people like you don't even know.
It's there for us.
Billions is there to go and forget about the Weso Fund, forget about Youth Fund, forget about these other funds. Within the Ministry of Industrializations, somebody told me there's a kitty there with huge money. Do you know the Uhuru government has established a link for microfinance, so that banks will give credit to young people, guaranteed by the government. These things people don't know, but they are there.
Why don't we know?
But you should know. They are to the point I'm making. And if you don't know, that's your problem. You must now don't listen to music only. Please read a bit.
Okay.
The problem is not taking money down there. Money is down there. So what Ruto is saying is not new. That's what I'm saying. He has no agenda.
Now he's coming up by saying that he will build on the Big Four agenda of the president with his bottom-up economy. Do you think he feels like the bottom-up, the Big Four agenda will resonate more with people, or it's table standing and he needs something new?
He thought it's easy. Now he's antagonizing the Mount Kenya vote. So you must recalibrate your argument. So when you say you are with Uhuru Kenyatta, you'll build on his, you seem to be putting out the fires. You are putting out the fires.
Will the fires be put out completely?
You try, politicians try, but it's very difficult because he's antagonizing the mountain.
How is he doing so?
The big four, if I was Ruto, I would dismiss the big four.
Dismiss it now?
Yes, even me, I can dismiss it. There's what is there in the big four. Look at the big four without education. Where is the education? Where is the place of knowledge? Nothing can go on without knowledge.
So you're saying he should go head to head with the president?
If he wants. Hii kufanya hivi kesho unaruka hivi, no. Just say this is rubbish. Let's start afresh. To say you'll build on what the president, then you attack the same president.
Which policy do you think will work with the people now? It was hustler nation, bottom-up approach, big four agenda. What should he sell?
None. For now, none. He's being made to run for his money now.
Calling out on everything so that people will resonate with him.
It's very difficult for him now. You know why? And I've said this. Ruto is up against established figures, experienced players. They are patient. If you don't know something about big established players, whether it is in business or politics or football, anywhere where you have established big players, they are never in a hurry. They just watch you come. Kukudengo is 1 minute. You find yourself gasping for air.
You know, you're saying big players, and I was thinking about Kalonzo Musyoka. He said recently that he's willing to consult with William Ruto for 2022. He's very much willing.
Yes.
Would you say he might go to Ruto's side and help him?
Forget about it. I've told you. Kalonzo will play with Raila. This is...
He's saying that he's willing to work with Ruto.
No, for which Ruto?
And you know the hatred they have for Baba.
It's not possible. It's not possible. The worst Kalonzo can do is to run on his own.
The worst.
The worst.
The best going with Baba.
But, Oka, none of them can look at Uhuru in the eyes like this and tell Uhuru no. When Uhuru says, on your marks, let's support Baba, they will all dash.
Even Mudavadi.
They will not even run, all of them. It is suicidal not to. Let Mudavadi try it. It's the end of his political career. Pop!
You know, you said that Baba doesn't need them. And
he doesn't need them. In fact, he's praying they don't go to his side.
Why not?
Because you see, I've told you Baba, for example, must give a deputy to the Mount Kenya region. So if Kalonzo is there, it's very difficult to look at him in the eye. He has come, he deputized you 2013, 2017, he has stood with you. Now he has come again, and then you are not even giving him the only thing there is, which is number 2. You are giving him somebody else from the mountain. It's so difficult for you if you are Raila. So if he stays away, you're happy.
So that he can give it to somebody
else. Give it to Mount Kenya when Kalonzo is being irrelevant somewhere in Shekulu or I don't know where.
Let's talk about Raila then for a minute. Raila is also giving out promises of his own. Someone said it's like Father Christmas promising things that we know Father Christmas doesn't exist. Would you say these promises that Raila is promising will be able to be delivered once he becomes president? Because politicians promise.
If they are offered within a serious framework, and that's why I've said, let Raila not make the same mistakes Ruto is making. Let's see a difference. Let's see well thought out programs and blueprints, policies that are well thought out. If you talk about 6,000 per family, don't waver, it is per person. Then next time it's criticized, you say per family. Next time you can say per location.
Per county.
Or 6,000 for one county. No, I have said this country can afford to give every unemployed person, young or old, 20,000 shillings, 30,000 shillings. Everyone, we have the money. And we can create more money. So, but let it be a well thought out program and policy, so that the program is a product of serious thinking. Let's see experts, not these textbook people, serious people who can engage in original thinking. The world is changed by original thinkers, not textbook experts. You get what I'm saying?
Is those the people that you think are surrounding Raila Odinga as of now?
Some of them are just masquerading as experts. They are not even experts of anything. If they had been experts, they would have run away with this 6,000 shilling thing. Because it's a reality. It operates in the Western world. It has transformed Brazil. Because then it was not just you are given 6,000 shillings, whatever money they are being given, I can't remember, in their currency, some good money. But there are some subtle, silent, or overt conditions. When you guarantee, when we give you that money, you guarantee us as a country, there will be no child in that homestead who will not go to school.
Oh.
You know, then you are on that program. If we give you that money, you guarantee us that your children will all attend clinics for immunization. So, you see, society is reaping, and so on and so forth. And then there are certain engagements also. You are not just sitting idle and getting the money. So if Raila was serious, he could have shown how we can raise the money, how to identify the recipients, how to sustain the program, how to wean some people off, because not everybody should be there. You are there, we are creating conditions to make you leave and go and get a job. You see?
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing the big thinking required. So I was hoping it would be different from those ones who are just throwing things down. You know how much CDF is?
Oh.
CDF is 40 billion shillings. To one MP is hundreds, almost used to be about 100, now it's about 200 million.
Yeah, they increase it, yeah.
Yeah. Because it is 39 billion. Last time, not this year.
Yeah.
I think now it's even more.
Yes.
Last time I checked about 2-3 years ago. 39 billion for 290 constituencies. A quick arithmetic, that's big money.
Yeah.
An MP is handling.
Yeah.
And down there, kuna Uwezo Fund, kuna affirmative action fund, money given to those women representatives.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
There are a host of other things, including YAGPO. By law, certain jobs within the counties are supposed to go to young people. So when you say you are dropping money down there, what exactly are you saying?
So what you're saying is, like you said last time, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Yeah,
this is kind of situation.
They are weak. Our leaders are weak. And you know, they are not coming up with it. This country requires serious thinking to get it out of where it is. The country is in a hole. Shimo, kubwa. To get Kenyans out of this hole, you require big, serious thinking. That's why, for example, I'm laughing at the Big Four.
Oh.
Number one on the Big Four should be education. Knowledge. Where is the place of knowledge?
The place of research, you said.
Where? Where?
Okay, let's talk about the presidential bid for Raila Odinga. He's supposed to come out and announce it.
Yes.
Many candidates have gone ahead and announced theirs, and it seems like it's just passing wind. We forget about the things that they promised. What would you say Raila should say on that particular day so that he earns points afterwards?
I've said Raila should stop making Kenyans guess.
Should he come up with a manifesto?
Rubbish. There's no point of a manifesto. First of all, let him tell Kenyans he's going for the seat in a clear, straightforward way. And number two, let him give hope to Kenyans. Hope. How do you give hope? By telling Kenyans the challenges we face are too serious to be addressed by sloganeering or bottom-up and the wheelbarrows. The challenges we face as a country require serious thinking, serious programs to get us out of this hole. And let him in a genuine way show that he's capable, that he's on top of the game, and he can do it. That alone is sufficient because it will give Kenyans hope.
Oh.
What Kenyans are losing is hope, and that's why Ruto is harvesting from that state of hopelessness.
But the way you speak, you seem like you support Baba's presidential
I don't support
bid.
Baba at all.
Ah,
In fact, I will vote against him perhaps, who knows?
that one will be on the articles tomorrow.
Unless he promised me unless he promises me a ministry, then I can vote for him.
So that ukule huko ndani.
Hata mi pia nikule, my time to eat.
Until we do have these conversations again, thank you so much for tuning in for the political conversation for today. Make sure you subscribe, join, and tell your friends to listen to these conversations. Until we do have them again, have yourself a lovely rest of your day.